Hi, I'm Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. And I want to thank all of you that write to me, and God, you're a great audience. Really, I am so fortunate to have such a great YouTube family. I respect, I think, most the fact that you are conscious and aware and taking responsibility for your actions whenever you're dating and having these personal exchanges. And oftentimes I see as I filter through all of the commentary that there's a general questioning. How do I know what behavior I should be using? How do I handle this situation? And first of all, it's great, it's ethical, you're really thinking it through. So I have a simple analogy for you. When you come to something and you're not quite sure what your next move should be with a partner, I want you to think of the sandbox theory. Okay, so the sandbox theory is something that I call, it goes back to grade school, preschool. Think of dating and all of intimate relationships as your personal sandbox. This is your kingdom. It is your domain. And as the ruler of this kingdom, you get to say what the rules are. Now that's the beauty of it. And I think most of you will be benevolent rulers. But along with this beautiful sandbox that you are trying to protect, which is your heart, your energy, your time, your love, your compassion, your hopes, and your dreams, there is an inherent rule of engagement. It's your rules of engagement. Fair play, be nice, treat me well, don't drag garbage into my sandbox, no fighting in here, not allowed. So you always have that right. And I think we forget that. I think in love, and because the tables are turned, we want them to like us. It's always like we're auditioning, hoping that they'll like us. And we forget that it's our sandbox. We forget our sovereignty. We forget the power that we have, which is that it is your choice to interact with this person. I know, because we keep focusing on, but do they want me? Do they want me? And it's human and it's natural. But if you can think of the rights that you have inherent with your sandbox, you have the right to demand fair play. Anyone who wants to play in my sandbox is welcome. But you got to behave. You got to play nice. That's my rule. Play nice. Make it a happy world. This is what I want. And when you see that you've called in somebody that doesn't play by your rules, instead of wondering, what's wrong with me? Am I outmoded? Am I like being too fussy? We tend to question ourselves. Bright people do that. That's a plus and a minus, right? But you tend to think there's something wrong with you. Go back, make it simple. You're 5. It's your sandbox. Did they do something you like? No. What are your choices? Could remind them of the rules, but the rules are in your sandbox. Or you could just tell them, love to have you here, but these are my rules, da 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 da. And if you think you want to do that, come back some other time and play with me. Sometimes it's simpler than we think, but we do forget the power that we have. Again, I need to really remind all of us, it is our precious time, our heart, our energy, our love that we're giving somebody. And we have an inherent right to have respect and a mutual kind of interaction that makes us happy and that is the appropriate play for our sandbox. So I hope this helps you when you wonder what move to make. Am I in the right? Do I have a right to say this? Do I have a right to do this? You probably do. Check in with your sandbox rules. Thanks a lot, Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. And if you want to listen on podcast, subscribe to The Susan Winter Show on iTunes. Thanks a lot.